Well, hello, fifth graders. This is Mr. Wayner here, and I just wanted to go over a couple concepts on area and perimeter. This will be especially helpful for you as you prepare for our little quick quiz that's coming up. We're going to hit a couple of topics. Now, one thing that is so important with this concept is you want to remember the labels. Yes, I'm making it in big print, so you remember that there. We do not want to forget the labels for area and for perimeter. Now, for our purposes today, we're just going to use the measurement of feet. When we talk about perimeter, we talk about a distance around a shape. So if I had an example of a shape right here, a rectangle, two sets of parallel sides right here, one there, here and here, with 90-degree angles in each and every single corner. We would see that we would talk about the perimeter and say the perimeter is actually the distance that goes around the shape. In class we talked about how when we talk about how tall you are, we say you're 5 feet tall. We don't say you're 5 feet squared. 5 feet squared would mean you're 5 feet tall and 5 feet wide, and that would not be a good thing if you were 5 feet tall and 5 feet wide. So we address perimeter with the label of feet and area with feet squared. Now obviously this feet can change to centimeters or inches or whatever measurement you'd like to use, but with area we talk about feet squared or something squared. Perimeter is just that unit. Let's check out a couple problems. In this first problem we see that we have a rectangle. We're very close to a rectangle, which is 4 feet by 10 feet. My recommendation is always that students start out finding the perimeter first, as that helps kind of solve parts of the puzzle. So I'm going to label my other sides here. So this would be 4 feet. This would be 10 feet. Now the perimeter is the distance all the way around. So we have a 10, a 4, a 10, and a 4. Now the best method is to use either a chicken scratch or some sort of work to show what the perimeter is. So I like to use doubles. Doubles tend to work out pretty easily. We have 10 feet and 10 feet, which combined is 20 feet. Notice how I even use my label on my work. And my two other measurements on the side, my height is 4 and 4, which is 8. I can add these two together, and I come up with 28 feet. The perimeter around is 28 feet. When would we use perimeter? Measuring the fence around our house, or measuring the distance from one place to another and then to the next spot. That would be the perimeter. Area now that we have all of these sides figured out, we know our formula, which we can either say as area equals base times height, or we could say length times width. It's a tomato, tomato, either one is fine with me. For this instance, I'm going to use base times height. Well, the base is 10 feet, the height is 4 feet. When I multiply, the area equals 10 feet by 4 feet. 10 times 4 is 40, so the area equals 40 feet squared. That squared's really important. We always use squared when we're talking about area. Let's try one more problem here. For this next problem, I'd like for you to take a minute and try to solve this on your own. You can press stop on the video, try to solve this problem, which is 48 inches by 2 feet. Find the perimeter and the area, and then once you think that you have solved it correctly, press play and you can see if the answers are correct. Okay, the answers are in here, and the perimeter is 12 feet. I hope that you converted this up here, the 48 inches, into feet. You can't have different measurements. They have to be the same here. Both are feet in this circumstance. Remember, smaller numbers are easier to work with. Could you have converted this to 24 feet? But who really wants to multiply 48 times 24? I love math, not my first choice to do that. The area, on the other hand, we found that the base was 4 feet and the height was 2 feet. Then the area combined is 8 feet squared. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to shoot me an email, or you can give me a call too at 616-212-7413 or see me before school at some point. I love you all very much. Have a wonderful afternoon.